Moving on, Congresswoman, we have to have this difficult conversation kasi Kabataan made headlines, I think last month or earlier this month, because of allegations of sexual misconduct within the organization. There was one woman who came forward online. I believe she spoke with the Inquirer. She said supposedly three members of the youth group sexually abused her. I know you came out with a statement a few weeks back saying that you have made a decision to expel one of your members in relation to the incident. But can you walk us through how you investigated such a serious matter?
Okay. Siguro, I'll preface it na because this is a sensitive matter. May respect tayo sa privacy ng victim and sa integrity ng to process this comprehensively. There will be matters na hindi kayang ma-disclose completely. But to dispel siguro yung up until now persistent na naging inaccurate na portions ng misinformation na pinapakalat na honestly ng Duterte Youth and ng NTF-ELCAC even. Una, yung last lang, yung relating to a member of Kabataan Party List. So, yung two others ay hindi nasa jurisdiction ng Kabataan because they are not members.
Sorry, was the accuser wrong, or was ano ba ibig sabihin ba yung dalawang membro ba ay supposed members, sabi nung woman na kinote ng Inquirer, were the two guys from a different organizations in the left? Ano kaya yung
Yes,
ano ba
they
yung,
are from different organizations.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
And yung decision nga ay to expel this person, but hindi lang simply expulsion, but also kalakip nun ay isang resolution that the National Executive Council and even the National Council discussed paano ba i-correct yung culture sa lipunan ng hindi lang ng Pilipinas pero ng mundo na ginagalawan pa rin naman ng Kabataan Party List na how do we immediately address instances of gender-based violence.
So what were the assurances
that moving forward we'll do? So actually magkakaroon tayo ng gender-based violence sensitivity training every 6 months. No?
Okay.
We've actually had this resolution already in the past years, pero we will make it more often. No? And ikalawa ay magkakaroon ng care committee on the national level to be able to handle these kinds of matters more synchronously and sensitively kasi hindi lang naman ito nangyayari sa national office pero this kind of culture persists and is even worse, no? Lalo na in rural areas. So, sa bahagi namin ay may ganong klaseng committee that will start to create more rules, regulations that are specific doon sa pagkakaroon ng anti-sexual harassment code or regulations na maaasahan sa coming na implementation and drafting nito ay kinukonsulta yung mas maraming women's groups, those specializing in anti-sexual harassment, responses through psychological first aid, legal assistance, kung paano to respond more sensitively, faster, and comprehensively.
Congresswoman, siguro sa might ask lang, why were these mechanisms not present before, or bakit ngayon lang?
Actually, these mechanisms are present before.
Okay.
To the aggrieved, we have extended psychological support, legal assistance, and other forms of support that she requested, and even that the group agreed that would be necessary to provide. But sa amin, nakita namin na, lalo na on the level of, paano ba collectively nabibigyan ng care ang isang tao in this very difficult situation? Paano na-on board at na-hands-on lahat ng mga tao sa pag-respond appropriately? Doon namin nakita na merong kahinaan.
Okay.
Pero doon kami nagko-commit na magko-correct.
Okay.
So sa bahagi ng mga lahat ng mga kaya pang i-improve yung practices na to, maging mas attentive, magkaroon ng refresher course actually on these kinds of issues. And building new practices, paano ba natin mas aggressively babakahin yung kultura that exists that allows gender-based violence to exist? And paano to mas haharapin ng may disenyo yung campaign, may plano talaga.
Sinabi mo, Congresswoman, the kabataan would provide legal assistance. Does that mean that if the woman decides to pursue legal action, kabataan will provide full assistance to the woman?
We've always opened the doors to the aggrieved na all legal assistance na kailangan niya ay bukas kami at narito kami to provide it. And even doon sa statement that I provided, ako personally ay gustong makatulong. Merong limitation, I guess, in appearances in courts because may I can't do that anymore dahil ako ay sitting representative. Pero I still have the full knowledge of law that I have. Humbly, as a young lawyer, I have connections and I have friends who are similarly wanting na suportahan yung aggrieved and the campaign to end gender-based violence. And ito ang commitment namin, and ako personally na tutulong.
And yung na-expel na member ng kabataan, is he going to be blacklisted from other left-leaning organizations? Because that might be a sensitive topic among those aggrieved na, okay, na-expel siya sa isang organization, pero nakita pa rin natin itong abuser na may malaking presence or even active in other organizations na under that umbrella organization of the left. Paano yung magiging proseso doon?
Siguro ang kailangan i-clarify ay kabataan cannot decide for other organizations. So other organizations have their own authority, capacity to decide yung matters within their jurisdiction. That is why kami, we sought it proper na magkaroon ng notice to the public, which is to say that ito na yung aming notification to other organizations and to the public, na naabot ng issue na ito. Na please act accordingly in relation to this person and in relation to this issue.
But Congresswoman, do you think that's enough na, okay, you issued a notice? Do you think the other left-leaning organizations or other organizations within the left will heed your call? Or will, dahil dun sa mensahe nyo na in-expel nyo sila, that other organizations in the left will automatically or will perhaps say na, okay, hindi natin tatanggapin itong miyembrong ito?
So,
and also because you didn't name the person. Does that, pero internally ba, pinangalanan siya within...
So, we released two. We released the notice to the public, which includes his name.
Okay. Okay.
And we released a statement in relation to the parang comprehensive response and commitments ng kabataan in relation to gender-based violence. So, both of those, I still in our page, still in our social media platforms for the perusal and for the information of everyone. So sa amin, siguro, responding to the question lang, we know that other left-leaning organizations take this issue very seriously.
Okay.
And they're in the process of not only reviewing, refining their internal processes, lalo na on all levels, no, from pagtanggap ng member and even pag-process ng cases, so as to provide justice, no, due process, like to the victim, using a victor-centric, survivor-centric approach.
Congresswoman, would you personally call on other left-leaning organizations not to accept this this member?
Yes po.
Okay. Okay.